Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Democracy Free, where hopefully this time, oh wait, you can see that I stopped and started the recording there. Hopefully this time, yeah, we're actually going to get through. I have tried a quick game where I didn't change anything, but I just skipped through the years, and you know, that seemed to work. So hopefully you guys are going to watch episode 0 explaining what this is, and I went through a lot of it, but that means like this very first term I've already done a lot of the research. I say the research, the quick glance over I do before I make any decisions politically. So I'm going to try and quickly replicate them, minus the ID card thing, because that was an accident, and you know, if I got the opportunity to undo that accident, I might as well. Judicial independence. Democracy go down, liberals like it. Doesn't really affect corruption, it doesn't reduce it. That I want down eventually. Because obviously, why would I want the judiciary independent? I would want them to be my puppet, because obviously I'm the right person. Very low right of demonstration already. Okay, so 48 power I still have. I want to do something big with that. Rural and the state employees would hate that. But I do want to end up centralising power as much as possible under me. Let's have a look at a new policy. Again, I want to try and get rid of the imperialist pigs interfering in my country first. And try and get this civil unrest, these dirty rebels, you know, thinking against me. Could control the thoughts. Liberals won't like it, but the populace does. So I'm gonna try. I've got to get through one election, probably properly, before I've used and had enough time to centralise enough power. Is there a way of just ending democracy in the game Democracy? If it is, that'd be my aim in these two terms. But it's going to hurt technology, liberals will hate it, the youth will hate it, democracy will hate it, civil uprising, it will stop. And cost? I've already applied it now, you can't undo once you've clicked it in. So I'm going to take that hit on the money, hoping that ending the civil unrest will help that. I do want to increase infrastructure, which technology would actually have been a good thing for. So, with the 21 power I have left, is there something I can do for infrastructure? Transportation. It takes an age to implement and it costs a ton. National monorail takes you from... I was about to say the pyramids to the Sphinx in under 30 minutes. And anybody who knows about where they're actually placed, that would be a terrible system and slow as all hell. Takes you from Alexandria to the border with Sudan in 30 minutes. Let's go with that. Still got 7 political power. So that's my... Right, the monorail is basically what I'm selling to the public. That is what I'm saying. Look at this brewing infrastructure I'm building up. While... Actually, national service wouldn't be a bad idea. While I'm going to be actively... Government Code of Conduct. Like hell I'm going to be doing that, foreign observers. While I'm going to be actively trying to get control of the everything. Agro-dealer network. Set up an agro-dealer network to improve information dissemination, supply chains, produce distribution in farming communities. Agro-dealers offer permanent premises where farmers can attend training and order a barrel of agricultural supplies and cooperatively sell their products to achieve better prices. See, I don't think this in the game sense is going to say something that I would roleplay. However, the agro-dealer networks, I like the idea of this, and I would like to suggest that these agro-dealer networks are going to be run by my son. I'll save the 5 political power, we'll move on to the next day. So just quickly, what's hurting foreign border tensions, or what is border tensions? Nobody likes that, and it's due to foreign relations, which nobody likes. No, this isn't affecting. It's bad, mainly due to civil uprising and use of torture. I'm not going to lower it. I'm going to outright cancel the use of torture. Because it's obviously came out publicly that I'm using it. And I wouldn't want it out publicly that I'm using it. I would maybe like to use it in the background, but that's a different thing. Here's a summary of the current status of Egypt. Our GDP is crap, our health is crap, our education is crap, our unemployment is stupidly high, our crime is actually rather low. I guess that's because the military's out in the streets. And our poverty is sort of middling. A celebrity dies in prison. Clamp down on the protests, of course. I don't... right. They was in prison for a reason. It's not our fault if they die. Budget report, security briefing, polls, reports, cabinet report. Okay. Wait, the traditionalists are against me. They're the ones who I think are actually going to be the ones who like me by the end of it, but... to try and help with foreign relations, we're going to cancel the use of torture. And I'm not doing it for any left-wing, liberally type views. It just doesn't work. They give you the information they want. The only use of torture is basically as a way of scaring people before you get to the torture. Whereas I like the idea that if people die in the prison, we just don't give a crap. They want to they won't want to go to prison anyway. So I've increased the deficit by about 20 billion. Oh, also Arfax told me what the South African currency was. Why the sorry, I knew it was a rand. Told me why it was the ZRD, I've forgotten it already. But it's Zood basically. So I forgot to mention that in the last episode. Uncompetitive economy. Being helped by our corporate tax. How much do we generate from corporate tax? I know it's going to hurt the deficit, but we need to try and get the economy back in the position. So let's cut the corporate tax. Freedom of thought and association. Oh, it's going to cost a lot to do that, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh no, actually I would have. Wait, did I just kill corporate tax completely and still have 52 power left? Receive more foreign aid. The informal sector will go down. Socialists go up, capitalists go down. No. Yeah, I've still got 58. So let's deal with this, or try and deal with this. But I can't just cancel you. Democracy, liberals, and trade unions is high. The religious persecution goes up. Okay, lack of freedom of thought is increasing it. Okay. Racial tension. Foreign relations. I'm trying to solve out unemployment, poverty, and education. Unemployment, what's mainly crap GDP is what's and power blackout. So I'm addressing that. I'm trying to increase the infrastructure. The only effect... Oh, because it's bad infrastructure, yeah. Let's try and deal with the... And spend like... I want to spend like 40 billion on the army. Try and deal with some unemployment. Get everybody off the street and working in some way or another. And I've still got so much political power. Obviously down into the new policies then. Well, if there's one thing that India and China have taught me, despite the fact even if you can't get running water or good infrastructure to everybody, you can always have a space program. Another 20 billion. I'm well overspending this. I'm going to need to try and find some way to balance a budget. Right, income tax is only at 21%. I'm going to take that up to 35. Oh wait, now I don't have... I've got enough capital to just cancel it. Bloody hell. I don't have political power, but... Okay, we'll consider that next term then. See how bad the deficit is affected. And so far, our GDP hasn't been affected by anything we've done. Our debt has gone up. The global economy is actually on a downturn and our expenditures have gone up. But we'll address all of that in the next episode. So as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. Actually, I'm going to click through to the next turn, just to double check that it doesn't crash again. Okay, we're through. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.